Once, in the thriving heart of ancient Egypt, where the waters of the Nile caressed the golden sands, there lived a king, a pharaoh of great might and temper. His palace was a realm of endless feasts and fervor, yet, beneath its gilded roofs, not all hearts sang with joy. Amidst the grandeur, two humble servants, the chief butler and the chief baker, found disfavor in the eyes of Pharaoh, their lord. Wrath kindled in Pharaoh's heart, and he cast them into the cold shadows of prison, a grim abode guarded by the stern captain. His prison, a place of forgotten souls, also housed Joseph, a man of God, who found himself shackled by fate, far from his homeland. The captain, seeing a spark of divine insight in Joseph's eyes, entrusted the disgraced servants to his care. Days morphed into nights, and the silence of the cell was only broken by the clinking chains and whispered prayers. One night, as the full moon cast a pale glow on the prison's cold stone, the butler and the baker were visited by dreams, mysterious and profound. Each dream was a separate tale, shrouded in enigma. Morning broke, and as Joseph met the eyes of the two men, he saw the rivers of anxiety that flowed through them. His heart reached out, and he inquired about the clouds of sorrow that veiled their spirits. With hesitant voices, they shared their mystical nightly ventures. Joseph, with a gentle smile, reminded them, "Fear not, for the keys to decipher the enigmatic lies with God. Share your dreams, and let the divine wisdom flow through." With a flutter of hope, the butler spoke of a vine, of 3 branches that budded and bore ripe grapes. He spoke of Pharaoh's cup in his hand, and how he pressed the grapes into the cup and presented it to Pharaoh. Joseph, with a serene gaze, unveiled the meaning. In 3 days, Pharaoh would restore the butler to his esteemed position. Yet, Joseph's voice trembled as he asked the butler to remember him in days of fortune, to whisper his name to Pharaoh, to untangle the chains of unjust fate that bound him. Upon hearing the favorable interpretation, the baker, with a spark of hope, shared his dream. A dream of 3 white baskets filled with baked goods for Pharaoh, but alas, the birds feasted upon them. Joseph's face grew solemn as he unveiled the grim truth. In 3 days, Pharaoh would sever the baker from the thread of life, and the birds would claim his flesh. As destiny unfolded, on the 3rd day, amid the jubilations of Pharaoh's birthday, both prophecies came to pass. The butler was restored, but the baker met a ghastly fate, just as Joseph had foreseen. Yet, amidst the joy and revelry, the butler's heart grew cold to the promise made under the desolate shadows of despair. Joseph's name was swept away by the winds of oblivion, leaving him to await the unraveling of God's plan in the solemn silence of the prison. Thus, the tale of that fateful day echoed through the corridors of time, a tale of dreams unveiled, promises forgotten, and destinies intertwined by the threads of divine wisdom.